Hello again. Let's start this beautiful building, 6804 West Wind Drive. And here's what it looks like from above. And to show you, you hold down on control and just kind of start spinning. And if you get a distance away, you can get a pretty good understanding of the pitch. And that diagram thing I showed you before, that's what you're going to use to look at this. This appears to be a 10-12 pitch, and so we're going to go ahead and draw this one, and we're going to later I'm going to show you how you got these three different sides coming in, and you got like these aren't just a straightforward eaves running into more eaves. These are like eaves running into the walls and all this silly stuff. So we'll show you how this works out. I'm gonna open up a project that I did before, and I'm just gonna remove all the lines off of it and show you how it works. So so I showed you before how to put the information in there, but again, I'm on 90-degree mode, and you want to definitely make sure you see the blue line, how it runs along that eave. That's what you're wanting. You're wanting your picture to be lined up like that, so it does that 90-degree thing. So let's start with the eaves. We're going to just put this all in here, and then I can switch this over to the rake. And I know, see how this is 11.1? This goes actually up, this goes under this one. So let's take that to 11.1 also, okay? And then this, and we'll work with that, what happens there later, okay? So then this is the eave that starts here. And it ends, see how this eave ends in the valley. The eave ends in the valley because this goes up and under, okay? A lot of times when it goes under, it's usually like I'll start here, I'll show you. See this, see that number, that 10.3 right there? That's where it ends, but you most likely, so that's you going in at a foot, but it looks like it goes in more than that. I'm gonna put it in about like that. And we'll work with that in a second. Let me finish these eaves off. Rake. Okay, so let's work with this. I'll show you what's going on down here. This one is definitely terminating in a wall, okay, and it comes up over here, comes along the wall and comes over here. It's kind of a complicated one. Now this one, I could see that it was going up at a rake, going into a wall, and then ending like that. Or no, I didn't do a, hold on. You can delete an edge by doing that. I think I did a ridge on there. That'd have been weird. Okay, so then, all right, so now let's work on the ridges. Now, the ridges on this house, I'm going to show you here. Every bit of ridge is going to be ridge vent. You can see where it's elevated. Okay, you can see that. So that's a typical thing on, if anybody wants to add ridge vent to a hip house, that's what you're gonna, because you don't have, a lot of times you don't have much ridge to work with, so all the ridge that you have, if you want proper ventilation or any ventilation at all in a hip house, you need to make it ridge vent. Okay, so here we go. We're jumping into valleys. Valleys. So look at this. You're not wanting to connect to this blue one because that's underneath. You need to connect to this the red eave and take that up to the valley. And then this is a valley. You don't want to forget this one. And then this here is an eave. You don't want to connect to this blue. You connect to this one. Okay, and then again here, you don't connect to the blue. You connect to this red. Okay, and now let's work with these hips. And click, click, click. Okay, so you're going to know that everything is connected because everything's got to have an endpoint, or it won't fill in that section. Okay, so you're going to go in here to the facet, and then you notice that everything's filled in. So let's go to pitch. We're going to make this a 10, and then connect done. 1 second. Hello. Good. I got somebody on the phone, but let me know. Are you ready? Okay, let me call you back in just a minute. Love you. Bye-bye. Okay, so I've done this one a few times here. So let's see here. I'm doing this one. So you're gonna hit the new document. We're gonna jump into that document, and this is where you get all the information. You see all these other ones on the side, but here's the main information. So just to kind of give you a rundown, so it's 47.16. I'm gonna quote 48 square architectural. Okay. Also from this number, I'm going to get my synthetic felt. I'm going to do 5 rolls of synthetic felt. Okay, and then the 48 divided by 16, which is a box of nails. Okay, so you're going to do 3 boxes of nails. From this number, you're going to get 2 boxes. So divide that by 30 for your plastic caps. You're going to get 2 boxes of plastic caps for this. Okay. Now you come down to these numbers, the 216, the eve, and the rake, 216 and 59. 216, 59, okay, that number, 275. It's going to give you a couple things. 275, first we're going to look at that and say your eve metal is, he definitely needs 28 pieces, okay, but he's going to have some cuts and waste. So I would definitely put that number up to 30 or 31. Okay, sticks of eve. Okay, then also this number we're going to get our starter strip. Okay, so we're going to divide that by 75, and that's 3.6. So you definitely need 4 bundles of starter. And if you divide that number by 70, that's still going to give you just that's like if he's using 3 tab for starter, cutting and using 3 tab. That's going to give him 4 bundles of the 3 tab. Now let's look at this number, 46 and 206. Okay, so you're looking at your ridge and hip. 46, 206, divide that by 30. Okay, so each bundle of 3 tab, you cut it, gives you 30 feet. Okay, so then that gives you 7. You need 7 bundles. 7 bundles. If this guy was far out, like like I'm doing a further distance, I'd probably give him another bundle, because I've seen those guys mess up on this stuff, like they cut it wrong or something. I'd give him an extra bundle. So then you got that, and then you also do your valley. Okay, so you look at your valley and your wall, because a lot of guys will put ice and water in the wall and the valley. So you do your 104 and 11, that's 115. So divide that by 65, that's a 2 square roll of ice and water. That's going to give him 2 rolls. Now if that number, that 115, if it's getting anywhere close to needing a 3rd roll, I'd put it in there, because they can eat through that stuff pretty quick. You don't want to leave them without a roll. Then I'd throw 3 rolls of the Boss translucent caulking stuff on there. I would put, let's see here, your ridge. Remember we said all the ridge was ridge vent, so you take that 46, divide that by 4, so you got 12. You got 12 pieces of the ridge vent. I would throw a house this size. I would throw 5 or 6 of the neoprene boots on there, and then delivery. That should make that quote. But let me show you what that one looked like, and then we'll shut this one down. Coast. Okay, so that's what that quote looks like. You got your shingles, starter 3-tab, ice and water drip edge, synthetic felt, coil nails, plastic cap nails. You've got your boots, your translucent, your ridge vent, and delivery. All right, thank you.